Okay, this is the Rypstick, which claims to be golf's ultimate speed training system. Now, we have seen the comments, you guys have said it, we gotta get our swing speed up on this journey to get better. And everyone can benefit from more swing speed. So we're going to use this and we're going to put it to the test. Over the next 30 days, Mike and I are going to be going through the Rypstick training program. We're going to be tracking our progress the entire way through, and then we're going to see if we get any gains. So how do we find out? First thing we got to do is establish a baseline. The cool thing is, right within the Rypstick app, we've got that walkthrough of how to establish a baseline. Essentially, we're each going to take 5 driver swings and measure our swing speed using the Rypstick swing speed radar. We're gonna take an average and that becomes the number we have to beat. As an extra added bonus, we've also got the Rapsodo MLM2 Pro set up, so we're gonna measure our distance of how far we hit the ball. Obviously, a lot goes into distance, solid contact, etc. So most importantly, we wanna see what that swing speed does after doing the swing speed training for 30 days, but we're gonna look at the measurements too. So we're gonna get warmed up, we're gonna get our baselines, and then we're gonna dig right into this thing.
All right, I'm all warmed up, Frank. Let's start. Speed gains start now. So 5 swings here. All right, 110 there. That's about normally what I see when I'm just full swing, full power swing. It's about 108, 109, 110 max. I've seen 112 maybe once or twice, but it doesn't happen often. Oh, 111 right there. Got a little more out of it. 110 again.
Seems to be your number.
Seems my number. Talk about getting your stamina up with this. This is gonna be a lot of fun over these next 30 days. Might even be like a workout involved. All right, I'm definitely clearly getting a little tired. That was 105 for my 5th shot. All right, it's a workout. I'm a little gassed from that. So I gave it everything, but 105 there. I'm hoping that with this Rypstick training, maybe I could build stamina. I wanna see consistent numbers on the tee, so there you go.
Now, I, like Mike, I'm all warmed up. I'm gonna take my 5 swings here and let's see what we can get. Want to punch in on it for accountability there, Mike. 97.
Let's see what we got.
97. Now, if you guys watch regularly, you know my hurdle has been breaking that 100 barrier. I don't break it that often. Probably the fastest I've ever seen in fittings and things like that, I might have dialed it up to 102, 103. So I'll talk about my personal goal that I'm gonna set for myself in just a second, but 97 there, 97 for the first one sounds about right. Okay, 98, we're getting a little bit closer to it. Like I said, I am giving it everything I got here, guys.
Oh, yes. He was dialing it up there. Look at that smash factor.
Smash factor, perfect. I got one over 100, that's 102 for me.
Wow.
That is pretty much my current max.
Yeah, how you feeling?
Feeling like I got one more in me.
Yeah, okay.
I mean, I'll take these drives all day.
All day.
Dead straight down the middle. 97, so I was only able to put one over that 100 mile per hour club head speed mark. Let me enter these final ones here and then we'll just quickly talk about some goals. Okay, so we both have our baselines. Most importantly, you saw us using the app. This is what we're really gonna be using to walk us through this because there is a fine balance too. You don't wanna overdo it.
Right.
So there will be rest days as well. So we are going to follow the app and we're gonna see exactly what it tells us, what workouts and what training to do on which days. Like I said, we will dive into that very shortly here. We're gonna take all the components and tell you how it works. We will take you along the whole way. And then Mike, in 30 days, we're gonna meet right back here.
Let's see if we hit those goals.
Do the same thing.
Okay. All right, today is October 1st, and this month is Speed Gains Month. Now my goal is 112 miles per hour on my swing. I think I can do it. I'm gonna follow along. I've never used this program before, full disclosure. I will be pressing the start button for the very first time, the same way you guys would if you buy the Rypstick. So I'm gonna dive right in. I'm gonna give my full and honest feedback at the end of this to see if this is really worth it and worth continuing on throughout the colder months. I don't know, I'm a little nervous, guys, diving into this. I have no idea what to expect. Time to hit start, let's go.
Okay, so we've completed the first training. It ends with you doing another baseline check-in, which is what I just did using the swing speed radar. And here you use 2 weights in the Rypstick, which weights it just about the same as your driver. And after those couple of exercises, I saw some of the highest numbers I've ever seen. Now, granted, I'm not hitting a ball, and like I said in the final test, we're gonna be, full swing speed while hitting a ball, but right here, hitting numbers 111, and my highest was 114. So something is working. So we're gonna continue the training. One other thing I'll note here is that they make sure that you rest so that you don't overdo it. I'm sure that's part of the science of the whole thing, but it says training is now locked, and it says to come back in 2 days. So I have to take a rest for 2 days, and then we're gonna do it again. Remember, we're gonna be doing this 3 times a week over the next 30 days to see how well we improve, but we are officially kicked off.
$116. Man, this gets addicting, I'm telling you. You get like a rush.
Okay, week 1 is officially complete.
$116. Let's go.
All right, we are now halfway through the challenge. So what we're gonna do today, we're gonna run to the office. I wanna give you guys a breakdown. We've learned a lot about the system and how it works. There's a lot we really like about this, and it's been walking us through it nicely. We've also seen some nice gains already. So I'm interested to see where this goes, but let's get into the office and let's talk a little bit more about how the Rypstick works. I'm not gonna speak for you, but I think you would agree with me. You're equally excited to see what our final numbers would be.
Yes, because there's been gains so far.
There's
gains, man, it's crazy.
It is, it's wild thinking of how short we're doing this. We're only doing this for 30 days. So you can obviously continue it even further, but I thought this would be a great time to pause and quickly just tell you what we've learned about the system itself and how you use it. And I think my favorite part is just the overall compactness and ease of use. So the stick is self-contained. It's got 3 weights in the head and 1 weight in the handle here. And as you go through the app, it'll tell you step by step how many weights for each exercise. So you can quickly take them in and out. But then the best part is everything is then stored again in this one stick. But Mike, what's your thoughts on the app so far?
I love the app. My favorite part is the ease to use. I mean, it's dummy proof. I mean, walk you right through it. It's when to start the training, when to finish the training, what to plug in, your mile per hour, you type it in right on screen. And if you don't know how to do the training, there's actually embedded YouTube videos right in there in the app. So if you don't know what one of the drills is, like the freeze drill, you just watch it real quick and then you can get right back to it.
Yeah, and it'll even tell you when it's a rest day. It'll tell you not to work out that day so you don't overexert yourself. It really does feel like having like a personal trainer there with you. All right, so we're gonna talk about the all-important price in a second. But before we do that, I would say you're about 2 weeks into this thing, 6 sessions or so. What, if anything, don't you like about it?
Oh, that's a good question. Well, there's so much to like. Obviously, we just rattled up I'd have to say one of the cons would be the fact that all the workouts have been the same. Yeah. I would have liked to see a little difference, but again, I don't know if you need to change it. I don't know what the method behind their madness is. So who knows, maybe in the next level of training, there are different swings or different weightings or different things they're gonna do, but for now it's the same. That would be it for me.
I would say I felt the same way. Like I felt like I wanted a little more diversity, but in the same token, the fact that we were doing the same exercises, I became so familiar with them.
Right.
I didn't have to rewatch the instructional videos. I could just go in and do them. And sometimes it does make me wonder, like, you know, maybe they know something we don't
I
know.
was gonna say, we're not the scientists.
You know, it's a
We're
little
not
bit of like a paint the fence, Mr. Miyagi
Exactly,
type of
right.
thing, and we're like, we're doing it, like, why?
Yep.
But then all of a sudden you see those gains start to jump up. So let's talk about the price. The nice thing about this, there's no subscription fees or anything like that. You buy it once and that's all you need. The app is free. It's for iOS and Android. So far as I know, I think it's the only speed training system out there that has a free app for both devices, iOS and Android. And the cool thing is the price is only $199 for the stick. And the other thing I will say is we have been enjoying this so far. Wanted to get our feet wet, wanted to really get to use it. But now that we feel like we're using it, and we're probably gonna continue to use it, I'm gonna reach out to the Rypstick team, and I'm gonna ask them if they would be willing to provide a discount for our viewers, because we've had some success with that before. If they do, what we'll do is we'll drop it in the video description. So if we do come through with any type of discount that can bring that $199 price down even further, we will put that in the video description. So look out for that if that's down there. But like I said, so far, so good. I feel like we were in a rhythm now.
Yeah.
It does not feel like a huge burden to just be putting 3 sessions in per week. It's not a daily commitment. And each time it's only taking about 15 minutes.
So easy.
But the work is not done. We still have another half to go. We're gonna dive into that. We're gonna show you guys, take us along with it. And then at the very end, like I said, we're gonna meet right back here in the simulator. We're gonna set up the launch monitor. We're gonna set up the radar, and we're gonna see if those baselines improve.
Yeah, man.
Are you ready for part 2?
Yep.
Let's do it.
$118. There it is. That makes me feel good. We're gonna pop that one in with authority. 118. Okay, 115 on the baseline. Hey, way higher than 110. I'm happy where I'm at.
All right, here we are, the final day. And now we've got the test set up exactly the same as we did the first time. So we've got the Rapsodo MLM2 Pro there. That's gonna be measuring our carry distance. And we have the Rip Radar, which has been serving as our control for all of our club head speed numbers. We've been using that all the way through. We've seen our baselines improve as we've gone in the Rypstick app. However, the difference is we haven't been hitting balls and measuring it. By hitting a ball, it's gonna force us to still make a fast but controlled swing. So I'm really interested to see if we've had any gains. You ready to go? What do you want to take us out first?
I'll go first.
Let's go. Okay. Take us out.
Let's go.
All right, ready to go. Just a recap. So my number to beat, 109 miles per hour with driver. That is my number that I started with. So I'm gonna be looking at something higher than that. So goal today, 111, 112, maybe consistently, and something in the 260s plus. First one out of the gate. Woo! Let's go.
Carry distance, baby.
Come on.
Let's go. Look at it go.
Look at it go! Let's go! First one, am I done?
You gotta do 5.
Dude, what the-
Dude, that's legit right there.
I'm telling you, I'm not lying. I feel the change.
Dude,
all right, it's only one. It's
Look
only
at
one.
that.
Yeah. All right. 115 again. I kind of pulled a little bit, but look at that.
Wow.
I unlocked something, I think.
Something.
I hit that off the toe. Hit it off the toe. 115, consistent. But let's see, even on a miss hit, let's see what happens. 245, okay?
Look at the ball speed you're generating.
The ball speed that I generated, 163. I felt hitting it off the toe. There's my close speed again, consistent.
Yep. As the T goes flying.
166 ball speed. So that one, Came off it a little bit, but still, it's much better than the 109 starting point. It's still 3 mile per hour higher. I'm happy with that. That was, I believe, my goal from the start. 114, hit it on the toe, but still very happy with that number, 114. All right, Frank, you're gonna do your test next, but before we do the full wrap up of all the numbers, I'll just tease you guys, 5 miles per hour I gained, 5 miles per hour and almost 32 yards of distance over 30 days of using the Rypstick.
All right, guys, so when we started this, if you remember, I said one goal for mine was to break 100 miles an hour in clubhead speed. In our initial test, I only broke 100 one time. And in fact, my average was 97.6 miles an hour. So I set a little bit of a moderate goal for myself. Like I said, I know it's only level 1 training. It's only 30 days. So I wanted to gain 2 miles an hour to get myself in those triple digits. Now's the time to see if it worked.
Here we go.
Okay, right. 100. We got triple digits on the first one.
All right.
Let's see what we get here.
Look at this guy, bombs. Look at this.
155 ball speed. That's a good ball speed for me. Look, we can't all put up mic numbers. I'm just trying to beat myself here.
Love it.
Admittedly, I swung pretty hard there.
Yeah. And?
112, baby. 112. All right, so promising numbers so far here.
Good looking strike.
100 on the button.
Okay.
Good contact. Like I said, the whole time I'm trying to maintain swinging within control, because at the end of the day, if it's a shot you can't use on the golf course, then what's the point, right? I still need to be in the fairway. So I feel like I'm swinging faster. Evidence, I got another triple digit here and a 266 carry.
Oh, yeah.
All right, 106,
There it is.
264, 281 total.
All right.
Remember, there's 4 levels of training in Rypstick, and we've only done the first one. So tells you there's a lot of potential out there. But we got one more swing, then we're gonna give you the full wrap up of all the numbers. Whew, feels good to go out on a good one here. Oh, I got a 3 handle, 300 total, 267 carry, and I accomplished my goal. Every single one of my swings was over 100 miles an hour club head speed. Whew. Let's break down all these numbers for you guys. All right, guys, so there it is. Here on the screen are our baseline and then final numbers. And I thought it was really interesting, Mike, because both of us saw improvements. Now, you can make the argument, I had more to gain because my baseline swing speed started at a lower point.
Sure.
So I did ultimately gain a little bit more swing speed, 1 mile an hour. You gained 5.2 miles an hour on average. I gained 6.4, but on the other side of it, we talk about every golfer being different. You ended up gaining more distance.
Yeah.
31.8 yards in our test. And I think that's attributed to a couple things. One, you've been working on your game outside of this as well throughout the past month and even the whole summer.
Yeah, been working on making cleaner contact.
And it's shown right there. But I think that also shows a really important point. It shows the fact that you were able to gain swing speed, but not lose that impact.
Yep.
You were able to still make efficient impact because, as you guys know, sometimes you swing as hard as you can, you're not flushing it. But here, Mike was able to translate that into ball speed and carry distance.
Yep.
And I even gained over 15 yards in my carry distance.
Not bad, man. That's awesome. I'll take that all day.
I kind of expected anytime you put your focus, your energy, and your attention into something, it's gonna get better. Here, we were working on speed training, so I had an inkling it was gonna get better, but I just didn't know we would see that good of an improvement. Well, I'm sure we're gonna continue doing this because why wouldn't we? The evidence is right there. But if you guys wanna see that progression, if you wanna see some update videos as we go, just let us know if that's something you enjoy. But if nothing else, this is proof that if you've been on the fence with swing speed training, it's definitely worth giving a go. And definitely give a look to the Rypstick because we both enjoyed how this system works.
Love it.
All right, guys, make sure you subscribe. We'll see you in the next video.